We love a good deal, don't we? And anytime we can negotiate, we gonna try to do it every single time. But there are some things that are just not up for debate, not up for discussion, eligible for a discount or a counter offer. And friend, that is your worth. Because here's the part that gets lost in translation. Most of the time when a woman is negotiating against herself, she doesn't even know it's happening. It does not feel like shrinking. It feels like being reasonable, easy to work with. It feels like not being too much or overdoing it. So we're getting specific into the 3 places this shows up hardest for the woman who has already built something in her career, relationships, and in how she sees herself. Because we're shining a light on the version of you that is successful on paper and still somehow giving yourself away. So let's get into it. And hey friend, let me formally welcome you. You just found your favorite podcast. This is Confident and Empowered Women, and we are here helping you step into your main character era. So hit subscribe so you are always in the room. Hey, friend, welcome back. Listen, before we dive in, take a breath with me real quick. Breathe in and breathe out. I actually need you here with me for this one, not just in the car with the music half on or one ear open. No, ma'am. I need you present because we are getting into this in a real way. Ready? Okay. Have you ever uttered these words or said some version of it to yourself? I don't want to ask too much, or I'm pretty flexible, or the classic. I mean, it's totally fine. Whatever works for you. Okay? Notice, because nobody has even pushed back yet. Nobody said no, questioned your rate, your time, or even your ask. But you already softened it. You already lowered the number, already pre-apologized for simply wanting something. That's what we're bringing into the light today, because somewhere along the way, you learned that wanting clearly, asking directly, taking up space fully comes at a cost. One that is way too expensive. So you started to do some edits to yourself before anyone ever asked you to. You started performing for the room instead of living for yourself. And listen, that is fear in a perfectly polished pencil skirt pretending to be professional. And it's been running the show long enough. Okay, real quick, let's talk about Mary J. Blige. Yes, because Mary gave us so much for years. She showed up on stage, every album, every collaboration and interview. She was pouring out of a place that was not full. She was performing through pain, and I'm talking deep pain, from childhood to terrible relationships, showing up for everybody else while privately carrying things that would have broken most. She had always been honest in telling the truth about what was really going on, what she had been through. Everything from the My Life album to I'm Going Down. All of it operating in pure survival mode instead of dressing it up for everybody else's comfort. And the world received every drop of it and then asked for more. And listen, I was just a young girl when this album came out, but it was articulating pain I didn't even know I had. And then something shifted. Then came No More Drama. It wasn't just an album title. It was a full-on declaration. It was a woman finally putting her own name at the top of the list. And friend, that is when she became untouchable. A lot of us have been in our Mary J. era. And yes, I'm talking about the first one. the one where you have been giving everything, holding it together, performing, capable, pleasant, and fine, and quietly negotiating yourself down in the process. But I really want to spend some time talking about how to get to that second era, the one where you stop shrinking, pre-apologizing, and offering a discount before anybody even asks for one, okay? We're talking about your no more drama moment. But first, we got to talk about how you even ended up here in the first place. Just know this is a sneaky little pattern, okay? It does not show up just when you happen to be struggling. It shows up hardest in women who are healing and succeeding, because the more capable you are, the more invisible this becomes. You can perform, deliver. You've trained yourself to make everything look fabulous, darling, even when you going down. You know exactly how to hold it all together so well that nobody, including you, stops to ask what it is actually costing you. So let's talk the three places this is more than likely showing up. Let's start with work, because this one got a number attached to it. And here's what blew my mind when I looked into this. Research shows that women undervalue their own work even when they have complete autonomy to set their own rates, terms, and conditions. That means it is not just about biased systems or unfair structures. Not to say that those are not absolutely real, because we know that they are. But it's even more when no one is pressuring you. Even when no one has said a single word, you are still out here negotiating against yourself. You send the proposal, you sit with the number for approximately 2 seconds, and before the other person has even had a chance to open your email, you're already replying, "But I'm flexible." Friend, nobody asked you to be flexible. You can just sit in the ask. And let me tell you, the version of you that really gets me, the woman who keeps delivering exceptional results and waiting, just waiting for somebody in a senior position to finally notice and offer what she deserves. That waiting is also part of the negotiation. You are quietly saying, my value is not something I name, it's something I wait for permission to claim. And friend, that permission, it's just not coming, not on the level that you want or deserve, because the people around you have learned that you'll keep delivering whether they say anything or not. You've trained them, and well, the people who got a deal from you are not losing sleep over it. They cashed out and kept it moving, but you carried it. And this is where you put it down. And oh Lord, let's talk about relationships. What's happening at home, in your friendships, in the closest relationships you have. Research on high achieving women, specifically women like you, shows that success does not reduce your emotional load at home. For most women, it actually increases it. You're managing your career, the household, the emotional temperature of everyone in your orbit simultaneously. And because you're so capable, it just looks like you got it handled. And at work, your time is explicitly valued. People schedule meetings to access your thinking. Your output gets recognized, rewarded, documented. But at home, that same capacity gets treated like it's just what you do. It's automatic, infinite, without cost. You are the one remembering everything: the appointments, the preferences, unspoken needs, the thank you notes that need to go out, the follow-up that nobody else is going to do. You are the friend who always shows up, the partner who swallows what she needs so that she doesn't come across as too much. And because you never show anyone where the line is, they never learn where it is. And I say this so gently because it matters. It's not always that people around you are selfish. You just so happen to have negotiated the line away before they arrived. You ordered the deal. They accepted it. Listen, Mary J gave and gave and gave until she had nothing left. And the world kept receiving it like it was just what she did, like she was a source that never ran dry. That's when she hit us with the all I really want is to be happy. And friend, you are not a source that never runs dry either. And the people in the closest relationships to you deserve to actually know that. And this third one goes the deepest. This is the one I encourage you to sit with a little longer. When you spend years showing people the pre-approved version of yourself, the one who doesn't need too much, want too much, and ain't gonna be too much, something starts to happen quietly on the inside. You start to lose the thread back to yourself. Not all at once, just slowly over time. And the more that you edit yourself, it gets so practiced that you genuinely start to lose track of what you really want, what you actually feel, what you would ask for if you trusted yourself enough to ask. You have the title, you have the record, you have the accomplishments that are supposed to mean something. And yet, there's this low hum underneath all of it that says, but is this actually me? Or is this just another version I performed really well? There's research on this too, and it's uncomfortably accurate. It describes women who have spent years adapting, over functioning, and being the strong one, and how they become highly capable and quietly disconnected at the exact same time. What once looked like responsibility starts to feel like overfunctioning. What used to pass as kindness starts to feel like self-silencing. The strength everyone praised you for starts to feel like you're carrying too much alone. It's what happens when you've been so busy being who everyone else needed you to be that you have not yet had a real, honest conversation with yourself in a really long time. Mary didn't become iconic by performing through the pain forever. She became iconic the moment she stopped, when she told the truth about her healing, when she made music for herself first and let the rest of us catch up to it. That is the era that you're stepping into right now. Not the performing one, but the true one. So let's really dig in deeper to the root real quick, because this didn't just start at work or in your marriage or friendships. For most of us, this started when we were little girls, in the very place where we learned what wanting something actually cost us. Maybe you grew up in a home where your needs were inconveniences, where asking too much meant a sigh of irritation or silence that made you feel like a burden. Maybe love felt like something that could be reduced if you pushed too hard. And so you learned the way smart, perceptive, emotionally intelligent little girls learn. You learn to want quietly, to make your desires small and deniable, so that if they were not met, then you could just pretend that you didn't really want it that badly anyway. That wasn't weakness, it was protection, the only strategy available to you at the time. And while you are not that little girl anymore, she's still in there, but she hasn't recognized the thread is not the same. The room is not the same, and yet you're still running that same software in your boardroom, bedroom, and everywhere in between. It's not a question of whether you're capable of more. The question then becomes, why do you keep acting like you have to earn the right to want it? And this is where it really gets good, because it doesn't always start with the scary conversation or charging a higher rate or even the boundary that you've been avoiding. It starts in the moment right before you edit yourself. You know that moment. It's the flicker, the half second where you actually know what you want to say, what you want to charge, what you want to ask for. And then your brain quickly offers you a softer version, the one that will not rock the boat. That flicker is where the work lives, not in suppressing it or forcing yourself to say the scary thing before you're ready, but in noticing it and naming it out loud, if only that is to you. Because this is where fear in the perfectly polished pencil skirt shows up and has been running the meeting for way too long. What starts to shift is you. The moment you stop justifying your wants before they even get rejected. If someone pushes back, you can offer a deeper explanation, but you don't owe a preemptive defense just for knowing what you want. And this is your want. You are allowed to have it at full volume. You let the discomfort of asking just sit there without fixing it. The discomfort you feel after asking for something real is not evidence that you asked wrong. It's just unfamiliar. This is where you breathe through it. You don't have to immediately lower the ask to make the feeling go away. And listen, this is special for the woman who has been high functioning her way through all of this. You start getting honest about what you've been calling fine, because fine has never been the goal. Actually met in your work, in how you see yourself, that is the goal. Listen, you're not going to get there through that pre-approved, already edited and negotiated version of yourself. Mary did not get her flowers by making herself easier for the industry to handle. She got them by finally refusing to perform through pain anymore and chose to share the truth of her healing instead. That is the energy. That is the shift. Okay, friend, to go deeper on today's episode, I got journal prompts for you awaiting in the show notes. They help you get clear on your worth, honoring yourself now, and how to start intentionally curating a life you love from that place, okay? The link is in the show notes, so grab it because this has your next step written all over it. And now it's time for our favorite, the self-love two-step with the remix. Here we go. Step 1, catch the flicker. Yes, in the next 24 hours, notice the moment right before you start to downplay yourself in a conversation, in price, in a need you almost said out loud and then swallowed it. You do not need to change anything just yet, okay? This is where you notice and name it. That awareness is where everything starts. And then step 2, say the real thing to yourself first. Before you bring anyone else into this new straight up no chaser version of you, say what you actually want, even if that's out loud or in your journal or even to yourself in the mirror first. You do not have to act on it immediately, but stop pretending that you don't know what you want. You know. Let yourself know that you know that you know that you know. And step 3, this is the you step. You get still, you get quiet, and then you ask yourself, what is my heart telling me to do next? Whatever comes up, that is your next right aligned step. It doesn't have to be the whole plan. Just the next move, and trust yourself, friend. She already knows. Now, let me pour into you real quick. Your worth is not a starting point for negotiation. It's not a number you name and then immediately undercut because the silence stretched a beat too long or someone's face did something that you read and felt some type of way. You have been the woman who delivers, the one who holds it all together, the one everyone knows they can count on. And somewhere in all of that showing up, you stop showing up for yourself. Today is a good day to change that. Start where you want. It can be a grand gesture or a bold declaration. It might even be a quiet whisper to yourself. Just allow it to be one honest moment the next time that flicker shows up. You are worthy of what you want. Your desires are always calling you to the best of you. Let yourself want what you want out loud without apology, already built in. Friend, you are giving full price, full value, no markdowns, no clearance rack energy, no more shrinking yourself down to make the room feel comfortable. You are the main event always. Ooh, okay, friend. Yes. Now that is how we wrap up this episode. And if this one landed for you, drop a review. It really is the best way to say thank you. And it helps to spread this message to other women who need to hear this. Drop it in the girls group chat with women who have been giving more, asking less, and making herself palatable, pleasant, and perfectly managed for everybody else's comfort. She needs this one. Okay, friend, I am cheering for you loud and obnoxiously always. Crown on, queen. All because together we can encourage over everything.